everybody. Hello. How are y'all doing? What is y'all up to? That's right, I'm country, okay? So, I am Sharice Johnson Moore, and I am your hope builder, lifting you out of your sorrow by guiding you to see the Christ within through scripture and practical applications, honey, okay? If you are having difficulties with trying to get over church hurt or drug abuse or drug addiction, or you're just a depression and you're not feeling good about yourself, come talk to me, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Okay. This is an episode. It's entitled Author's Excerpt Sunday. And Author's Excerpt Sunday is for all new authors. I created this show for all new authors. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know I was first time author myself. I am where I was a first time author. Okay? And the thing is, sometimes we learn along the way. Right? And sometimes we need help. We always need help. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with needing help when you're a first time author and you do not have an inkling of what the world to do about anything. I've been there, done that, okay? So I just wanted to create this show to share with you some of the things I have learned along the way when it comes to, what should we do first? Should I write the manuscript first? Should I do this first or that? Okay. This episode pertains to advertising and exposure. Okay. I don't know who need to hear this, right? But I'm here. Some people would probably think, oh, why are you giving them all this information and things like that? Okay, I know how it is when I've asked a question from somebody in a group and I get crickets. Or they give me information that does not pertain to the question I'm asking. Okay? So, if anyone is listening or watching, I would greatly love it if you would put your questions in. I would love it if you put your questions in your comment box so I will know, what what you want to ask. Okay, and I can answer the question. So we're going to talk about advertising, and we're going to talk about exposure, and give you a few things of each. A few things. Let's go start off with advertisement. Okay, I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to put this out there. Advertising is letting people know that you have a product and you have a book that you have written and you want to tell everybody about the book, right? Now, we have just seen how Tabitha Brown came out with a book, and now she is a number one seller, number one bestseller, New York Times bestseller author, and it was because of her advertising process. Plus, people knew about her before she even wrote the book, so she really had a upper hand when it came to when her book came out, because she already was loved by 1.2 million people, and people love her. She has a nice personality and things of that nature. We see that. Okay. But I know that some of us are not in that. We some of us do not go and do lives and put, and tell people what they do with their life and things like that. Not in that sense, not like she does. Okay, but I'm going to tell you something that you need to start doing. Okay, one, if you have a book that's not published yet, but you want people to know about your book, right? You may want to have a campaign set up, start a campaign like my business coach was telling me. I had to start and put my campaign together. And campaign could be, where you make a flyer. You make a flyer. Now this is some advertisement, right? You make you a flyer, you get flyers made. Okay, okay, I'm trying to do this like this. This is my flyer. This is an actual flyer that I put out. I also made this flyer a digital flyer, right? See, when my first book came out, this one, I didn't have advertising set up for it. I didn't have nothing set up for this. I just wrote the book and then put it out, right? But this time, then I took a couple of things and made them kind of like, I went on ahead and did a couple of things on my own, which I put it out there. I told people about the book. I told people about the book. I told people in my choir. I told people at the church. I told anybody on the street. I even like the digital flyer, the flyer that looks digital. It's one you can go ahead and you go ahead and get it made up. Okay. I made my own flyer. I learned how to use Canva and make my own flyer, right? My own flyer. Okay. I turned around and took my a picture, put it on the frame. I said, okay, I want to make paper advertisements. If you don't know how to do make your own flyers, paper flyers, or digital flyers, find somebody, a graphic design artist, or you may even take the graphic design artist that you already have to make your book cover to make you the flyers, the digital flyer and the paper flyer. See, then you don't got to go searching again to go find this other person to go make you these flyers or these advertisements. Okay, you have your book on Amazon, right? Okay, you already got the book cover. So you got your book cover made. And you already have your book cover made. You just take the book cover, take it, and upload it, share it with people, share it. The description, Amazon lets you share your information, your thing, your lets you share your book cover, your your advertisement, things like that, all the things about you. And it will behoove you to make you an author's page for Amazon. Okay. First, you really do need to make a author's page for Amazon. Do you know how much that will help you advertise your book? Okay, you come and you want to share, but you don't know how to share. Okay. Sometimes I'm gonna say this, you have to learn how to do things on your own. Sometimes, if you got a traditional company and you pay them a lot of money, certain things that you do get when you go with a traditional company, they're supposed to have everything set up for you. Depends on what package you get, of course. And I want to say this to all authors. Don't don't be cheap with your own self. Treat yourself. Okay? That means if you take money out your pocket to advertise, you get the flyers, you can go ahead and get the flyers made, or you can turn around and get somebody to make them, your graphic arts designer, right? And I turned around and made this flyer. I went and sent this flyer to Campbell, matter of fact. And I sent it off and I got it printed and they sent it back to, well, I sent it to Vistaprint. That's who, Vistaprint. I went to Vistaprint. But now Canva can do the same thing. You can order flyers, you can order your own flyers, you can, upload the design and go ahead and you can pass, you can get these sent to your house, Vistaprint. I found these. I found these in a box. I had packed them away and found these in a box. I got a whole stack of new ones around here somewhere. But I found these because they're sitting on the edge of my desk. So I know I have to get rid of them. Okay. Another thing is, okay, you go into Twitter, y'all on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all these things, right? Talk about your book. Talk about your book. Talk about your book. Please talk about your book. You don't know, if you don't tell nobody gonna know nothing. Okay? You know what I do when I get on Twitter all day, if I get up there? All right, I'm scrolling. And I might see somebody say a writer's lift. Okay? I turn around, open that person's their tweet, and I open the tweet and I say I want to say something. Then I click out, I go to Amazon, I punch my name in, and my book comes up. Okay, in the right hand corner of the book is a share button. Okay, and on the share button, I click on the button and it pulls up, how do I want to share this? Okay, I want to copy and paste. So I press copy. I click on copy. Then I go out. This is how I use it on my phone. Okay, I got the Amazon app on my phone. I got Twitter on my phone. Okay, and I go to the Amazon app, open it up, type my name in. Okay, they pull up my book. Click on my book. Then the book comes in a bigger form when you pay on your phone. It shows the actual book, how much it costs. And then they got a little share sign in the corner on the right hand side of the page. I click on that. They say how you want to share. I want to copy the link. And then this is how I do. I copy the link. Then I go back to Twitter, to that tweet I wanted to ask about the writer's lift, and I put it in there. I paste it in there. I hold it and then say paste. And I press paste, and that's how I do it. And then I'm out. Okay, tweet. Okay. I do the same thing for Instagram. I do the Instagram. I do TikTok. The more people know about your stuff, the more people will buy. You'll have a better chance of people buying your stuff. You can also buy advertisements from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also buy them. But I'm going to tell you something. Advertise. You got to pay for the advertisement? Pay for it. Stop being, I don't want to spend no money. I used to think the same thing. I used to think like that. I ain't spending no money on ads. I'm not spending no money on this. I'm not spending no money on that. Until I got tired of being broke. Okay? I got tired. I ain't selling no books. I haven't sold no books today. Oh, woe is me. And I got depressed over it. And then I just got to the point where, look, I got tired. Look, I just got tired of me sitting here and I got a product and I'm not making no money from it. Okay? You have to invest in yourself. Invest in, it's a business. Oh, I just write for fun. I'm just doing this for fun. It's just something I'm doing. And okay, that's your lane. Stay in that lane. But I'm here. I got a product and I'm here to make some money. I ain't write this book for to just sit there and look at me all day. This is my book. I got a whole box of 50 of these downstairs. Whenever I get an order from my websites are a must too. When I get a hit on my website, I got a book to send them. Autographed copy book. People love buying autographed copy books. Yeah, you might have you it's good to have ebook and everything, that's cool and whatnot. Okay, they might be a little cheaper, and but an actual physical copy is more money. More money. Okay, people? So you got your flyer, physical flyer. Then you got a digital flyer. And then you have your book. Then you have your Amazon, or what you got Apple. If you and you want to make your book into an audio book, you go right ahead. That's another stream of income, baby. Okay. So don't just stop at having a physical or ebook, right? Because there are more ways to make your money, more ways to make money off one product. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't spend all that time writing this book. It took me 2.5 years to write the first book. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I would start, and stop, and I start, and I stop, and start, and stop, and start, and stop. Okay. So y'all get the point, right? But my thing is that don't just stop and start. I was so, how could I say this? I was so depressed from my sales. I just started throwing just throwing the kitchen sink at everything. I didn't look. I made it my point to talk to everybody that came into my friends list. I even made up a little on Facebook. I'll tell you something else I did. I started using ads on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I also got my graphic arts designer at the time to make me a digital flyer. You know how you see the book and the author, and you could the little logos, Amazon, Goodreads, and Barnes and Nobles. Okay, that I put that out. Made an ad out of that. That's what increased my sales. You have to put your stuff out there in order for people to know about it. And it's always good to make a video. A video of you talking about your book. I don't even care. You read, if you got poems, read three of take time to do your video and take one poem and read it. Say, I'm going to read this as an excerpt, and I'm going to read this out the book today. When I did that, I've done that several times. I got one poem in this book. I got one poem. It's called Once Upon a Time. And I've read that poem like 3 times. Do you know how much my book sales increased? When you take out time to read something out of your book, like right now, I'm going to read something to you. It says church drama. I'm going to just read this half a page because half a page. I'm going to read this to you. Right? It says, I started going back to Little Rock of Zion because my grandparents insisted that I continue going to church. I would get picked up by the church band or ride with one of my grandmother's nieces that attended the church. During this time, the church decided to form a mass choir. The decision was made that each member was required to purchase their own choir robes. In order to do so, we were required to sell candy bars for our part of the money to purchase the robe. I didn't sell as many bars because I ate them all. Okay? Yes. Because I ate them. Yes, I ate them. Says the time came when we were to turn in our money for the selling of our candy bars. I didn't have my money for what I was supposed to sell. I discussed this situation with my grandfather about the money for the candy bars and what happened to them. He said that he would talk to the choir director before the rehearsal started. When the next choir rehearsal night came up, I just read your excerpt out of Coming to Loving Yourself off of page 44, out of chapter 2, page 44. Okay, I just read that. Just give them a little bit. You don't got to read a whole chapter to them. You don't have to read a whole chapter. Just give them a little taste, okay? Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And the thing is that give them a little bit. Give them a little bit. It has to have a build up to the moment when you release the book. Or if you're that popular and you are a well-known person and everybody loves you, okay, well, you just, I'm not Danielle Steele. Okay. So I have to really get my clients, get my clientele, or get the customers to write my book. But you must know who you're writing the book for. I learned that from my business coach. I went and got me one because I got tired of being broke. I needed help. I wrote this book in 2017. The book was published 2017. And it is 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years later, right? And I wasn't making no sales. I wasn't doing, because I was putting in half the work thinking I'm going to get a whole bunch of money. Oh, okay, well, all right, I got this book now, and and I think it's going to fly off, and I'm going to make all this money. No, not happening. That was not the case, baby. That wasn't the case. That was not the case. Because I thought one way, and the universe showed me another. God showed me another way. I wrote the book. I had a conversation with God. I said, look, why is my book not selling? He said, because you don't have a purpose. You wrote this book, but you don't know who you wrote it for. And then my business coach asked me the same thing. She said, who did you write the book for? I said, for young ladies, young adult ladies, middle-aged women, and older women. She said, okay, but who did you write the book for? You might have wrote that and they could pass the book down to their daughters or their granddaughters or something like that. I said, well, I wrote these for women my age. I wrote this book for women my age because I got a lot of stuff in this book. This book is 327, it is 331 pages. So I got a lot of stuff in this book. I got a lot of stuff for you to read, a lot of things to read in this book. My book is a autobiography, memoir type of inspirational book. That's what this book is about, coming to loving yourself. And I want to let the authors know, if you don't put the work in to advertise about your stuff, ain't nobody gonna know nothing. That's what I do. I take these. And whenever I travel, I take these when I travel. Because I don't want everybody, I want people to know about me. And I give them my email, my Facebook, and my information. We exchange information, but I don't want them to forget. So that's why I give them the flyers. So they go home, they see the flyer. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did run into her on the train. Oh, let me go check her book out. That's right. Me and her did, because I had somebody do me like that on my last trip. I had somebody remember, and then before I know it, they was like, okay, well, I'm going to order your book off your website because I want an autographed copy. I don't want to, and I was like, okay, all right, cool. Next thing I know, the order was going ding, the bell was ringing, and it was her, because I remember her name. Me and her exchanged names, and I try to read real good with names when I run into people I travel with. I mean, I run in when I travel. I try to remember people's names because I record their names on my phone. I ran into this person on this trip, such. So, and then it comes back to me, and I have to play it over my phone, over the phone. Okay, I got some strange habits, but I want to remember people, and I want to remember their names. I want to remember who they are. And so when I go on trips, I take the flyer with me and pass them out. Oh, I'm an author. How you doing? My name is Sharice Moore, and and then I try to get to know people on the train, the plane, automobile, wherever, however I'm getting there. I take the flyer and I say, oh, hey, how you doing? So I even give them to the stewardess on the plane, give them to the conductors on the train. I'm not excluding nobody from getting them coins, getting them dollars, getting that skrilla, right? So, I mean, hey, that's up to them. They want, especially women I run across, especially the women I run across on the trip. Oh, that. It's a book for the women. This book is for women, but it's good for the men to read it because then you will have a better understanding why your wife or your girlfriend could possibly be acting the way she act. So I never exclude the men folks when I have my book. I don't do that. Oh, this just for women. You'd be surprised how many men buy the book. I had a lot of men come to me and say, "Oh, I'm glad I read your book," and oh my God, I now understand why she might act like that, or what's this and this. I got that. I get that a lot. Never exclude your book from any sex, any gender, male, female, child, daughter, young man, whatever, because you never know who might need the inspiration to read it. So, what else? What else I want to talk about? Advertisement. Advertisement. What else do I do? Okay, this is how you do. If you got a book and you purchase your own ISBN number, say you didn't go through a traditional, you're doing self-publishing, okay? You bought your own ISBN number. All you have to do is give the place like Barnes and Noble or um, Books a Million or what's the other Walden bookstore, place like that where you might want to have. Go to the local bookstores. Go to your local bookstores. Go to independent bookstores. Go to uh, churches. And I always take me 5 books when I go to church. Okay, okay. I look. I always got at least 2 books with me. I go somewhere because you never know when you have to sell the book. You never know when somebody gonna ask. Oh, you got a book on you now? Okay, here you go. Bam, bam, bam. Here you go. Bam. I got you. So they don't have to be wondering. Oh, you're not no real uncle because you ain't even got a book with you. Some people get that question, that is, that doubt in their head. You're not no real author. I've had that asked to me a lot of times. You're not no author. Yes, I am. You never know who you'll run into at the mall, at the nail salon. I've sold books at the nail salon. I've given flyers out at the nail salon. I've given flyers out and shopping in the store, Walmart. Oh yeah, you can also go in there. If you got your, you going in Walmart, you can always turn around and slide these into the other books. That's how I do sometimes. I slide them in the other books. My flyers. Also, if you're independent, you're not going traditional, and you're independent or you self-published author, you can also go to the person in the store that buys the merchandise. that buys the books, the person that selects the books, and you can talk to them about getting your book into the store. Try independent books, try little bookstores, try again. Okay, now we're gonna jump on this exposure thing. This exposure, okay? This exposure, exposure is very good. I'll tell you why. Because you can't be you. It's like in your marketing plan. Campaign is same thing. It goes into the marketing plan. Marketing plan exposure goes into, okay. Like you might want to get on somebody's podcast and talk about your book. You might get on radio station. You're talking about. You might want to go on TV talk about your book. You don't know where you sky is the limit. Skies is high. We don't have to put no ceiling on ourselves. You know, we had to change our mindset. Oh, I ain't going on no TV show. I don't want to be on TV. Okay, well, you just might well just say bump it then. I don't want nobody to know about my book. Do you know how many people go on TV and get on TV and people find out about their books? And now the big thing is the streaming channels. People are starting to create their own streaming channels. They ain't sitting around waiting on to pay nobody like the cable company, and they not waiting they're not people not waiting. They creating their own podcast. You get on somebody's podcast, go on the radio, you get on TV, you get on these streaming channels. I have a streaming channel. It's channel LBM TV. Even though I go through another company, I have my own streaming channel. LBM TV. You can find my channel on C1 Media Network Smart TV app. You can pull that app up, go in there, say C1 Media Network. Okay. Then you go in there and you pull it up. Okay, all right. Okay. And then you download the app. Then you turn around, you open the app just like you do. It's on Fire Stick, Apple, Roku, Android, Google, Amazon Fire Stick. Apple, all those streaming channels. Go in there, find it. Hey, I'm even gonna put it out there like this. If you want to advertise your book on my streaming channel LBMTV, I'm not charging you but $50 a week to advertise on my TV, on my streaming channel. I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm putting it out there. You don't have to pay for $50 a week to advertise. That's unlimited advertising. So you can advertise. Your advertising can go in Morning Word and Worship, Let's Talk Sunday, Think About It Sunday, and Author's Excerpt Sunday. That's 4 programs I have on my streaming channel. So that could be 4 times your commercial could be seen or seen on the channel. Then it's also available to 4.5 million people watching a streaming channel. Do you know how many people watch a streaming channel? Some people don't even got cable no more because they like these streaming. They like their Amazon Fire Stick. They like their Apple. They like their Roku. They like their Google. They like they like to look at YouTube. They like Twitch. They like what's the other, Vimeo. People are creating these streaming channels because they want to watch programming that they don't have to pay a high price for. You get an Amazon stick, that's all you need is internet. So think about it. You want to ask somebody ask you to advertise on their streaming channel, and they ask you but for $50 a week to advertise, to show your commercial. Your commercial is not that long, or you can also go out like this. You can turn around, get interviews, let people interview you. I keep getting this, I ain't paying. A lot of people want you to pay this and pay that. I've been seeing people, me and my business coach talked about this. She said, don't nobody know about you, ain't nobody gonna know nothing. Me and her totally agree on that. I had to change my mindset about spending money for my business, because if I don't spend no money, it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I'll spend on a commercial. I'll spend on I if I think it's going to value me, I'm going to spend the money on it because it's going to benefit me and my business, and it's going to benefit my income. It's going to benefit me of what I have going on. I got a book, right? I got a book, right? I got a streaming channel, right? LBM TV. Everything that you do, make it count. Make yourself be seen. Make yourself get out there, exposure for yourself because you need it. It is a necessity. Anybody gonna know you live in Pennsylvania? Okay, well, I'm in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. That's where I'm at, okay? When I go to Pittsburgh and go sing with my group, Pastor Derek Tynes and the Leamington Gospel Chorale, I take me a whole stack of books. I take about at least 10 books with me in a suitcase, a roller bean. Yes, and I take my fly. I take everything when I go to church. When I go somewhere and I know I got to be in a program, whether I'm ushering, whether I'm the speaker, whether I'm helping out in the kitchen, whether I'm just sitting in the audience, I always got a book. I'm always taking that book. It's still packed. It's sitting over there, packed with books. All I got to do is pull it out the corner and going out the door. I don't have nothing. I keep that bag ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm always got my bag. My bag's packed because you never know when somebody gonna call you to go talk, speak, say something. Be at their church program. You don't know. Be at a function, sing at a dinner or anniversary or something like that. Be ready. Ye be ready. And get off this mind. Sometimes we gotta stop. I give you this advice. I didn't have no money when I first started out with my book. I wrote this book. I wrote this book with no money. I started writing the manuscript, and I had a very supportive husband. My husband still supports my business. Every time, whenever I needed something, I need to pay for this, the book cover. That was $75. Here, babe. Yeah, I just tell him I need, okay, because he supported me. Now I say like this. Now, if you do not have someone that can support you financially, I hope you're working. If you're not working, but you have a spouse, okay, save up every dime you can get. I don't care if it's $5 a day, $5 a week, $5 this, $5. Look, I'll tell you something. All add up eventually. Then you build up to where you can get that person to create your book cover for your paperback or your ebook. Save up. I don't care. You save $1 a week. Save it up. That's what my grandma said. My grandma said, back in them days, my grandma was 1915, and she said when she got to be an age where she could work and stuff, and she turned around, she wasn't making but so much amount of money. She said she'd save her $5 a month, not a week. She said $5 a month. Said it didn't matter. Yeah, I had my bills to pay. And if you really want it bad enough, you'll save for it. Well, if you need copyright, save for that. You need to buy an ISBN, save for that. Save up. Don't use the excuse, oh, I ain't got the money for that. I ain't got the money for that. Let me tell you something. When you limit yourself, you limit your income. When you limit your savings, when you limit your money and say, I ain't got, I can't get, I don't have it, you're speaking negative to yourself. Make that effort. I don't care, you gotta go babysit somebody cheering. Go clean some cars. Go take care of somebody. Do something to keep you some income so you can turn around and you can do what you need to do when they get that book published. Go on, and stop being tight. I am in groups that on Facebook about they don't want to spend no money. No, you ain't got to spend no money going nobody this, and you ain't got to spend no money on nobody doing that. And okay, if they offering it for free, work on it. Go get that. Go get that. Go get that. But I have seen my money, my income increase when I spent the money to do an interview. I have seen that happen. Because it's a different type of clientele when it's a different type of clientele and it's a different level to all levels of making money in a business. You got to spend money to make money. I realized that. I had to realize that. I got tired of I don't got no I want to go on people interviews so bad. And I wanted to interview and he's like, I need $25. You know, they ask for $25 or $50 or $75 or $100, or they asking for you to advertise for your business, where they want you to pay $300 for this and this. That. I didn't have the money then, but now I saved up for those opportunities, them high price opportunities. I sacrificed. I sacrificed getting my nails done. I sacrificed getting my hair done. That's how my book, I did my hair in my book. This is how I started off. I did my own hair for this book, for the book cover. I'm going to tell you what I did. I got a nice camera. My husband had bought me a camera a while back. It's a nice digital camera, right? And I turned around and got dressed up one day. And I got dressed up one day. And this is what happened. I decided I'm going to go take my own pictures. I took my time the day before. I took my time a couple days before that. I took that picture. I turned around and figured out how to use a timer on the camera. Oh Lord, what I had to learn that for. Oh child, what I learned that for. It was on then. I learned how to use the timer on my digital camera. And I already knew how to put it on tripod. So I got dressed up that day in the red dress. I still got that suit and them earrings. And put on my own makeup. I didn't pay nobody to do my makeup. I put my own makeup on face. Okay? I did me. Put on my own makeup. I did my hair. I blow dried it out. Everything. Everything. Sat in a chair downstairs in my front room. Sat downstairs in a chair that was brown. You can't tell because my graphic arts designer fixed that. That picture is just this picture right here. Let's see. How can I make this? Okay, y'all see this picture, right? Okay, right. Okay, you might can't see it. Might be a glare in it. Hold on for a minute. I must get y'all. Hold on. Let me turn this camera off. There you go. There you go. That's better. That's better. Now you can see the picture better. The poster. I'm explain to you about this picture right here. I'm explaining, right? I took this picture. I sat in a chair. I put the makeup on. I got all dressed and everything, and I put my camera on the camera on the tripod. Set it up. Sat down. Turned on. Sat down in a brown chair. I got a big brown chair. I got a sofa set downstairs in my front room. I sat in the brown chair and I took this picture. This picture was from my photo album, the one of me and the baby on the table. That's me too. I took this picture sitting in a brown chair, and the graphic arts designer fixed that cover for me for $75. My book cover cost me $75 for a ebook cover and a paperback cover, because you can't use the same covers for two different things, and that's not gonna work. Okay, so my thing is, he's turned around, he fixed it up, and when he sent that back to me, I ain't have to have him no retouches, no redos, no nothing. That's what he sent back to me when I asked him. I sent him a copy of that picture of me sitting in the brown chair, because really it's really me sitting in a chair sitting like this with my legs folded, my feet folded, like I'm sitting in a church at a church program. That's how I'm sitting in this picture. And put the smile on my face, and put that and turn around and turn on the automatic the automatic what they call it, timer, the timer on my camera, my digital camera. And voila, I won't trying to. I looked around and I ran across this. His name is George Houston. He's in Virginia. He does not do this anymore. So I'm giving George his shout out. Okay, George Houston of Virginia. Okay, and that's where I'm from. Because I was looking at all his. How I found George was he was at the time doing his own digital magazine, and he was a photographer. He's a photographer and things like that. And I asked him, I said, George, so I just popped in his DM one day. I said, George, how much would you charge me to do my book cover? I'm writing a book, and how much would you charge me to do my book cover? He said, how many pages is the book? What's the size of the book? What's the dimensions of the book? I said 6x9. And he said, how many pages? I said 300, maybe about 350, 340, something like that. Okay. He said, send me what you got and I'll see what I work with. That's what he sent me back. Sometimes you have to reach out to people, reach out. Do your own research. Do your own research when it comes to stuff that you need for your first book. If you're doing this self-publishing thing, mine self-published. Now I have learned that it is it's important to me. Well, all right. I know how to, now I got the hang of it about what I need to do before my book come out. So now I'm doing all these things for my book come out. I got another book coming out, and it's coming out on Christmas. I don't know if y'all saw the flyer or not. I put that out there, the book cover for my next book. It's a workbook. It's a study guide that goes with this book. Okay? It's a study guide that goes with this book. So, I have 3 digital products. I have an ebook, I got a paperback book, and now I got a workbook. And I also have some other products that I sell. I sell I've got t-shirts made with the cover on it, the front, and then all my business information on the back of the t-shirt. That's on my website too. Also make Coming to Loving Yourself baskets. That's where you're getting the t-shirt, and the t-shirt is a handmade basket where I take a metal basket and I put a design on it. I designed the basket with yarn. And I turn around and put the book in there, the t-shirt in there, coffee mug in there, candle. That was something else I created for my business. God has given me so many ideas, I don't know where to start at sometimes. Now I got the workbook coming out. I just put out the book cover to show y'all this is what it's going to look like. Now the next move will be for advertisement, things like that. I'm coming out with some more stuff for y'all to get. And that's all because I have a business coach. My business coach is helping me, and I love her. I love her tremendously because she's opened my eyes to understanding, that I was selling these big baskets, and she said, maybe you want to break them down, get you 3, like a small, medium, and a large basket, break it down. She's giving me all this advice, and I'm not overwhelmed. When I was doing this by myself, I was overwhelmed. I was tired. I get depressed. I'll be like, Lord have mercy, I don't know what to do next. And then, and then it just came to me, along the way, God kept giving me ideas. He kept giving me ideas about what to do with this book. Sometimes you got to listen to them instincts. You got to listen to them instincts. Lots of times you have to listen to the instincts because they will keep you in line with what you need to do. Okay? I can't believe I talked this long. Normally I have it like 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. So my thing is, don't be scared to spend money on your own business, on your own. It's for you. It's your own. It's your baby, and you got to take care of the baby. Okay, your book is your baby. That's the way I think about my books. They my babies. I gotta take care of them and make sure they're fed and make sure they get their diaper changed. And it's just like you gotta take care of them. You can't just, oh well, I'm gonna write this and okay, and you supposed to do everything for me. Okay, that's what them traditional publishing companies do. That's what they do. That's just like they say, well, you can copyright, you can copyright. Now, we're going to talk about copyrights another next. We're going to talk about copyrights on another segment on Authors Excerpt Sunday and ISBNs, okay? I want to thank y'all for coming in. And don't be shy with your money, spending money on the interviews, okay? Because they could get you a lot of exposure. I have gotten increase in my book sales from paying for interviews. I have gotten that. I have. Then I also there's another thing you can do. Save you about $100, right? And go buy other authors' books and support other authors as well. Don't be all about yourself. Support somebody else too. Because it's very important for you to show it's not about me. It's not about, oh, I can get this $25 from this. It's not, I can do this, or gimme, 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 gimme. No. Support other people that write too. Don't just be all about yourself. If you can't, that's why I tell authors you better really get their ebook. I tell you, some people are living on a budget, but they cannot afford a paperback book or a hardback book. That's why their ebooks is selling like crazy. Okay, I also want to let you know that I have a sale. I have a sale going on. This book here is $10. Everything on my website is marked down. Only sale you will find it on is my website. The book is $10. The t-shirts and the ebook have been marked down. The ebook is $1.99. It was $2.99. The book was $15. Now that's $10. And the shirts, everything has been marked down. So I say, let's have a sale for Christmas. Okay, I'm letting y'all know. I'm starting my Christmas sale right now, right now, right now. That's right, I'm country. And I want to let y'all know that everything on my website is for sale. Only my website. I'm still trying to change the price on Amazon, but I think I will leave that right where it's at. So www.ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com is where you can go to get your sale for your Christmas items. Come on now. Purchase the book. You might give it to your mom or your aunt or your sister. And it's good to have sales around October, November, December because it's Christmas. And I could give you. I mean, I marked that ebook down from $2.99 to $1.99. You get $1 off and then $5 off the paperback, $5 off of this and things. The prices have changed for the t-shirts and things of that nature. So like I said, I'm having a sale, a Christmas sale. Everything on my website is for sale until January the 31st. Okay, January 31st, 2022. Okay, so I just want to put that out there for all y'all, for everybody. Okay, and I'll let you know when I turn around, and I'll keep you posted about when I have reduced that price on Amazon for you. Okay, about the ebook and the paperback. Okay, I'm so busy. Busy bee. All right, babies. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, also, if you have time, go listen to my podcast. It is entitled Sharice Johnson Moore's Podcast. It is available on Apple. It is available on. I just got a notification a couple of days, a month ago, that my podcast is available on Audible and Amazon Music. That shocked the out of me, right? So and and you never know. You never know. Oh, another thing for you authors. Start you a podcast and start talking about your books. That's another thing you can do about advertising your books. Start your own podcast. They're not hard to do. That's not hard. That's why I started my podcast. Cause I have a surprise for y'all. I have a surprise that's coming. I'm gonna let you know when it is finished. I plan on putting my audiobook on my podcast. So you can listen and you can, I plan on doing that. I plan on putting my audiobook of my book, Coming to Loving Yourself, on my podcast. Okay, so be looking out for that. That's coming out too soon. That's coming out too. I'm almost finished with that. My podcast is distributed to the following outlets. I go through Anchor. Anchor is a good podcast starter where you want to have your where you want to have your where you want to start at. Anchor is a good one because Anchor is real nice, it's simple, it's easy, it's not hard, it's not complicated. And when you go through Anchor, Anchor distributes your podcast to other podcast networks such as Breaker, Google, Apple, Overcast, Radio Public, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Verbal, Amazon Music, and Audible. Yes, child, Audible, right? So that's why I'm going to put my my audiobook on my podcast. It could be listened on all those distribution channels. Boy, and you listen, and then you might want to listen for a few minutes. Then you go home and you go put these things in your earbuds in your ears, and you can listen and things. You think about how many people would listen to a podcast. Oh, don't let it be an audiobook. They like hotcakes too, audiobooks. So never, 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 never look at something in a negative light. Always look at it as in a positive, baby. Okay, that's the way I had to look. I'm looking at everything in a positive. I'm looking at the benefits of it. You got to look at the benefits of it, how it's going to benefit you, how it's going to benefit your business, and how much income is it going to make you. Okay, stop shortchanging yourselves, authors. Stop. I don't want to spend no money. Come on. You got to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, babies. Invest in yourself. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, babies. I see y'all next Sunday for Authors Excerpt Sunday. Bye, babies. I love you.